2, 1.
Hi, I'm Connie Cenac, the Cruise Queen. I'm aboard the MS Mazdam right now on a 14-day Southern Caribbean cruise, and I just want to sit down for a few minutes and talk about some of my favorite places to go on a cruise ship. I've been all over the world. I've been on every continent except Antarctica. I've been real close to that one. People ask me where's my favorite place to go, and I can't really say because the world is covered in beauty and great places to be. But I can tell you there's places I've been a lot of times. One of those is Alaska. I've done the Alaska cruise in one form or another, probably at least 10 times, if not more. And what I'd like to tell you about is the fact that there are so many exciting excursions you can take in Alaska. The ports are wonderful. Skagway and Sitka and Juneau and Ketchikan. These are just places, just bring you back to the gold rush days.
Yeah.
But some of the fun things we've done on these cruises, one thing we did one time is we took a helicopter ride to the top of a glacier. That's a pretty exciting trip. I would recommend that you do that at least once in your lifetime. Another thing that we do every time we take, there's a train that goes up into the Yukon, and we love doing that. I believe that is in Skagway. We have taken the seaplane and out of Juneau, and we have landed in a glacier lake, a lake up in the mountains. I mean, you have to cross the mountains and glaciers. It's just gorgeous flight, and they land you in the middle of nowhere in a lake, and you get out of the plane and you're standing on a rock in the middle of the lake. That was one trip we made. And another trip, we actually took a seaplane up to another lake, a different place, where they had a cabin built in the wilderness, and they had a salmon bake. So they cooked the salmon outside, grilled it outside on a brick oven, and then we had a wonderful meal there. But you landed in this lake on the seaplane, and across the lake was a glacier. The glacier was coming into the lake. So that was very adventuresome, wonderful trip. We love Alaska. One time we actually took a repositioning cruise. All of the ships that are in the Caribbean are going to be repositioned generally in April to go either to Europe or to New England or to Alaska. So this one trip we took 18 days to go from Fort Lauderdale through the Panama Canal and up the coast to Vancouver, where we were going to meet my parents in Vancouver and get on a different ship to go up to Anchorage. And from Anchorage, we took a train and went up to Denali. So this was a huge trip for us. And if you want to hear about adventures on cruise ships, that's the year that I had appendicitis when we landed in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And I had to get off the boat. And I had to go to the hospital. And when I went, they wanted to do surgery. My husband wouldn't let them, and I said, "Look, I've got to get to Los Angeles. I've got to get back on this ship, and before it leaves for Vancouver." And so that was my goal. And so we took a flight to Los Angeles, went to the hospital. I had an operation surgery to remove my appendix, and on Monday, or the next day, we went and got back on the ship and headed up to Alaska, up to Vancouver. So, cruising is a blast. It's an adventure. But Alaska is probably one of my favorite destinations because there are so many things to see and do. You can just get off the ship in every single port and entertain yourself with all the beauty, all the fun things that are there to do in each town. I just say this: keep a spirit of adventure, no matter where you go. No matter where you go, no matter how old you are, never lose that excitement, that spirit of adventure, because that's what made America great after all. And if you're ever interested in booking a cruise to Alaska, there's so many options. It does help to talk to an expert. There are 7 days inside passage where you go round trip Vancouver. There are trips where you go 7 days from Vancouver to Seward, and then you have to take you have to fly home from Anchorage, or you have to take another 7 days back. They have all kinds of land and sea packages where you are on the ship for a while, then you take a train to someplace else and fly somewhere. There are so many options with Holland America. You may want some counsel on that, and if you do, contact us at airseatraveljacks.com. This is Connie Cenac, the Cruise Queen, and I'll talk to you later.